Hey guys, finding the perfect gift for the food lover in your life is easy, thanks to Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships America's most iconic foods, straight from world-famous restaurants right to your door. So if you want to treat someone to Joe's Stone Crab from Miami, Franklin Barbecue from Texas, or desserts from famous foodies like Ina Garten or Martha Stewart, Goldbelly has you covered, with free shipping anywhere in the country. Just go to goldbelly.com and for a limited time, get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's promo code GIFT.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's this time of the week that we like to say,
Welcome to Eejits of the World!
With you,
Glenn Wool and you.
Andrew Maxwell.
And here we go.
Here we begin.
Sniffing around over hill and dale, finding all the crackpots and the loonies.
And you know what? What a cornucopia. I've said it before, but this is our most corniest of all copas.
The cornucopia.
Music and fashion, we're always the passionate Eejits of the world. Wow, what a week. We have been blessed. We've truly been blessed.
Yeah.
The windfall of Eejits.
Yes. We went to bed and there was none, and we woke up and there was a blanket of them across the land.
Right across hill and dale, on the roofs.
Yeah.
This week on Eejits of the World, we have the Eejits of
Off-brand Willy Wonkas.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Winka. We have the Eejits of Total Misunderstanding of Science.
And we also have the Eejits of Defying Government Time.
We have the Eejits of Filming Classifications.
Come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination in an industrial park in Glasgow. Well, Mr. Glenn.
Yes,
spare us not the horses. God damn it, let's get into this story.
Well, it was all over the internet. We're going up to Glasgow right now, where they tried to put on Willy Wonka-based afternoon for the children. It was an immersive experience.
As is being in Glasgow.
Yeah.
In itself is a fully immersive experience.
Yeah.
You, as an English speaker, are going to be in an English-speaking city to which you only understand 20% of what's going on around you. Right?
And significantly more violent Oompa Loompas. But
aye. But just mostly lassies who've had a wee bit too much... tannin. I love it. This was the Willy Wonka the official name is Willy's Chocolate Experience.
Oh, so they didn't even put the Wonka in there?
No, because, and I quote the BBC, it was an unlicensed event. which makes it sound like it's an illegal boxing match. It was on the cobbles.
Well, it's weird that they would like know legally that they can't do that. You know, they're already ripping it. That every child who came got a whole jelly bean.
Yes, they were for the £35 sterling. Yeah. 35 quid in. They got half a cup of lemonade. And a small ration of jelly beans. It didn't even say how many, but a small ration sounds like not many jelly beans.
Anytime there's a limit to jelly beans, like you got to think, yeah, who's in charge of this?
Well, we'll get into that. But yeah, completely unlicensed Willy Wonka experience.
Yeah.
Just a couple of fellas, just a couple of lads there on YouTube. Anytime you want to fight me, Willy Wonka, you go on down here with your Oompa Loompas. Myself and my cousins, we're ready for you. We're ready to fight you and your magical experience and your childlike ways.
Yeah, and they couldn't have picked a worse town to try to get away with it in. Like Glasgow, the Glaswegians are going to say something. You may not understand all of it, but you'll understand what they do at the end of the yelling. That you're like, yeah, we have to refund these people money.
Sure.
And,
if you don't know anything about Glasgow, you're from the rest of the world. Let's just put it this way. The Glaswegians discovered a way of fighting with their faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they headbutt you.
Yeah. Their hands were so punched out, but they still wanted some more violence. So they yeah.
Over go that I didn't give a fuck whether it's still here at the end of the day. My push. My fucking push.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes.
It's where, yeah.
It's such a mind-blowing story. I mean, this is genuinely a story that is so up the street of Eejits of the world that if we hadn't already been doing Eejits of the world, we might have to invent a podcast just to unpack how much. What?
We almost had to break into regular programming.
Just set up the nuclear test siren. We got through the regular broadcasting.
Yeah. But hair unkempt, and we've just got the crumpled jackets on. Sorry, we had to get them out of the dry cleaners. There's an emergency. We have found some of the most ridiculous behavior, and like. There was, and it was all AI generated. So
the script, yes,
yeah, they came up with the parts that didn't exist in Willy Wonka. It just like they were like, oh, and there's the unknown, and he's a man who lives in the walls, and he makes chocolate too,
and is an arch rival of Willy Wonka.
Yeah, and then the dude shows up from behind like a mirror, so you're looking at yourself, and then it's like, and the only thing I can compare it to is when Axl Rose made the new Guns N' Roses, and Buckethead took over Slash's position. And it was like, you heard about it, you're like, is Axl making fun of Slash? Like, is he calling him Buckethead and he's back in the bed? No, it was a man with a chicken bucket on his head, but a very talented guitar player.
Right.
But still, like, if you look at images of the unknown and Buckethead,
right, it's
very likely it's the same man.
It's clearly a very specialised talent agency. So many amazing things. It said this place was set. This is meant to be a world of childlike wonder, and it's set in a Glaswegian industrial area. Hey? Like, even if you're into the brutalist architecture of the post-war period.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing. No.
It's free parking, but it's not going to be there when you get back.
By free parking, we mean your car is free to be stolen by these three tiny but fat men.
We left our car, and then the Oompa Loompas traded it for just some shattered glass. That's all that was there when we got back. So apparently that's part of the experience. The Oompa Loompas take your car. And the Oompa Loompas, by the way, look, they were two women that looked almost scared for their lives.
it very, very much from the footage of it. It very much looks like a hostage situation. I mean, if you were being told that it had a touch of Jonestown about it. It looked like a cult, the last day of a cult.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all a bit chaotic. People are running around. People don't know what they're doing. They weren't given enough Kool-Aid to finish the job. They just got really sick. It was rationed out so poorly. Aye. There's only half a cup of Kool-Aid for everyone.
Yeah, we have to decide who gets to die, and then we've got enough poison to kill one person. Who that lucky person's going to be?
That's right. It's enough poison to kill the average American, but if you're from Glasgow, it's not very poisonous. You know what I mean? Like, I just got a wee buzz off it.
Yeah.
Your strychnine is weak, mate. Stop working doing your strychnine.
Somebody stepped all over your strychnine, buddy.
That's right, mate. This is just giving me a wee tummy rumble.
What if we spike it? What if who has a needle? And every hand in the room goes up. Let's take it straight into the vein. That might help a little bit, but I just don't think you have enough strychnine to kill us all. That's all I'm saying.
I'll be honest with you, mate. I didn't know when you were saying chocolatier. I thought that was code for something. I thought we were going to meet you in this derelict warehouse for get a wee bit of gear, you know.
Yeah.
Thought you were selling heroin.
Yeah.
Not childlike wonder. It's it. I love the fact that it's a world of pure imagination in a Glaswegian accent. Aye, a world of pure imagination. It's not, you know. Yeah. Glaswegians use the word pure as in pure shite, by the way. It's pure is a bad word in Glasgow, not a good word.
They've also technically covered themselves with that. It's like, well, this isn't good. Well, then your imagination isn't good because that's what we advertised and that's what we told you to bring.
And by we, do you know who organised this event?
No.
The people who organised this stunning event that has gone global. Like, this is such an act of idiocy. This is long, but this is
my parents were yik-yakking about it, and they live in Canada.
Yeah. It was started by a man, an organisation called the House of the Illuminati.
Oh, they're behind everything.
I told you. Mate, they run the gold exchange. They put poison into all the vaccinations.
They do that.
And more importantly, they destroy chocolate events. And all the leading family-based chocolate immersive experiences in the greater industrial Rust Belt of Glasgow have been fucking ruined.
Yeah.
Fucking absolutely fucked by the Illuminati.
Can you imagine how good our chocolate experiences would be if it hadn't been for those shysters down at the Illuminati, pulling every string, our puppet masters, our overlords.
It's so amazing.
Do you know, it's just...
But this isn't the guy's first. It's actually, there's one man involved, right? He is
Willy Wonka. This is obviously Wonka. the real Wonka is behind this.
It's not even, they couldn't even call him Willy Wonka. This is, if I was, we're both parents to young children, I would, not the same children, we still, don't care.
That's what he thinks.
Whatever. This is the bit that would have made me go, he's not called Willy Wonka, he's called Willie MacDuff.
The crime dog.
Willie MacDuff, the crime dog. When he's no solving crimes. Or sleeping on his dead master's graveside. So wonderful. It's not his first, the man who's behind the event, it's not his first public snafu.
Wow.
This is you work up to ripping people off, pretending to be a fake Willy Wonka, right? Guess what your first stepping stone is?
Marijuana.
Oh, well, obviously drugs were involved. Please don't. No. Shitty Santa Grotto.
Yeah. That's where that's where they go. That's where they learn. It's like prison. That's crime school.
Yeah, for shitty family immersive experiences.
Yeah.
Everybody starts off. You start off doing the fat man. That's what he's called. Or the red bastard. We call him the fat man or the red bastard. Yeah. That's how you start off, kid. That's how you make your bones in the shitty family immersive experience game.
You move up to roadside attractions.
That's right.
Yeah, the world of dinosaurs are just behind this locked gate. You $20 and you get back there and it's just styrofoam and one of their eyes is falling off.
Yeah, one of these dogs has got scales on him. That's some.
His wife's in a costume, round shaking a bush.
So, how did it all begin for you? Well, originally I had a tray of apples by the roadside. I used to put syringes and needles. But I felt like there was more. Yeah, December 21.
December 21.
December 21.
People are just out of lockdown.
And straight into the shittest Christmas grotto in Glasgow. We couldn't find a fat man.
Yeah.
Everybody was tiny and a bit scrawny.
Well, there's
actually two lads. There's two fellas in that costume.
Two guys in the street.
Aye.
Come see the two-headed Santa.
Aye, no, one's the body, one's the head. Oh, the fucking head. I played Santa's fucking head. Well, thank you, Glasgow. That was literally a confection of mayhem.
Yeah. You did yourself proud.
You sure did.
Take a bow, and take that top hat and wiggle it in that circle way.
Aye, and you can bow, and you can fuck off, Willy McDuff. Willy McDuff just sounds like an old boy who lives in the, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just lives in a scheme.
I imagine a few people who Willy McDuff owed money to probably showed up.
Where is he? I'm sorry, welcome to our world of Willy. I fucking knock it off, mate. Oh, you fucking arsehole. Your boss, that arsehole, Willy. Willy owes me money. He owes Malky money. And he owes Francie money. And nobody owes Francie money. So get Willy McDuff out here now.
Yeah. And then the unknown.
What am I? I'm a creature of pure imagery. I fucking D1, mate. Back into the wowie.
It's actually Willy McDuff. They never got him. Never
go him. Just three fucking fellas with iron bars just wandering around. Would you like it? Aye, of course I want my lemonade.
Yeah, I paid my money.
Paid my money, eh? That's a Glaswegian accent. Let's say some fellas came through from Edinburgh to attack him.
Whatever. Well, then nobody's going to ask for their money back on this. It's like, we tuned in for Glasgow accents and we actually got Edinburgh.
That's what we believe is actually a hodgepodge of the Central Belt. I couldn't tell whether the man was actually from Rosyth or whether he was from Falkirk. Who's that? To take the wee twang of Linlithgow. Is that Newton Mearns that I hear?
There you go. You got him back. You gave him their biscuits.
That's right. Well, like I said, hooray for Glasgow and all your shenanigans.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Mr. Glenn.
Sure.
That was a wonderful opening salvo. Do you have a second fuselage of mayhem?
I do. It's been a great week for scientific fraud or just kookiness. This came from Tyler Owens during the NFL Combine.
So the NFL Combine is American football, and all the potential players go along to basically show off their skills. Is that
Show them
right?
what you can do, how far you can jump, how fast you can run, and then sometimes they have questions from reporters to show them if you got personality. You know, because it is a sport, but it's also an entertainment business.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler decided that this would be the greatest time to tell everybody that he doesn't believe in planets.
Excusez-moi?
He's a space denier.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he said
I've never heard of space denial.
No. Like, I mean, who is greatly comforted by the thought that there are planets out there? Like, how does that make your life more livable than it would? Like, I can understand if you're like, you know, a god makes it easier for you, or the thought of a god. But just like he's sitting back looking at everybody going, look at these goddamn sheep, these sheeple. They all think that there's these floating balls in the sky that you can't see. I mean, well, you can see some of them.
You can see them on a beautiful night.
No, that's not what those are.
Does he have an explanation of what a starry sky is?
No, he just knows that, you know, the big planets, they're not real. Yeah, he's a flat earther. Like, he looked into that. He said he was religious. He's very religious.
Which one?
I imagine Christianity. He plays for Texas Tech.
Okay.
So,
Right, so he's that kind of Christian.
yeah.
My Jesus has a gun. That kind of guy. That guy. Yeah. Jesus. One of those guys. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
The world's flat. That's how Jesus and Christianity spread across the earth. Because flat. Right?
Yep.
Good word cannot actually go up hills. Oh. So he's like Shaquille O'Neal, one of the world's most famous basketball players, stroke movie genies. Right? He says the world's flat. He's got a hugely successful podcast similar to this. Hugely successful.
Yeah.
A hugely successful podcast.
I feel bad because he's one of our biggest competitors.
Yeah,
and now we're slagging him off.
Yeah, but under these circumstances, it's fair enough, Shaq.
Yeah.
He said that the world's flat because he'd been in a plane and flown over America, and he looked out the window, and it was flat.
Wow.
So there you go. Shaq's a window seat guy. That's all that I gathered from that.
Not necessarily. He's big enough to look out the window from the aisle.
That's true. He can steal a peek from an aisle seat. I salute you. Like, nobody's, and he's like trying to make a good impression. His agent's gotta be like he comes back. He's like, so how'd it go? Did you run really fast? Did you jump really high? Yeah. You didn't say anything stupid, did you? No, not in my opinion. No, not in my opinion. Saturn is clearly a lie. That is clearly a fat man doing a hula hoop through space. But did you look into his idea? Like, what does he think it is? Like, what do you think's going on out there?
He was never clear. He said it just his religion didn't allow him to believe it. But like, this is just it. Like, there's. Who would have the want or the wherewithal to make us all believe that there were planets in the absence of, like you're right. Like, it would have to be, okay, well then what is there? Nobody knows, but it's not these balls. That's not what it is.
Right. I only believe in balls that I can bounce or kick or throw. If they're too far away for that, they're clearly nonsense. So we're surmising that he is some sort of kooky offshoot of Christianity is where he's at.
Yeah.
What does he think then? I'm going to throw out a theological conundrum right here on the pod.
Okay.
What does he think the three wise men were following so that they could make their way to the baby Jesus? What's that? Right? Right? That is just literally one celestial-based reference from the Bible that I could just pull out of my hoop. I'm sure there's many, many more.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact that if the world was flat, Jesus would have mentioned that. Or, God in the first one. They'd all would have said something about it.
Maybe something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, good luck with that whole career thing. That is a terrible first impression.
Yeah.
Or is it? He does want to be an American footballer. He has kind of shown people that you don't even worry about any kind of brain injury. I'm already there, boys.
If you have something to fall back on, that's what you'll do. You'll fall back.
I don't need to wear the helmet, boss. My brain's already pummeled.
Why doesn't this guy have imposter syndrome? He's on a college campus every day, and he doesn't believe in the moon. Oh. At some point, you'd have to be like, is this the place for me?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not. I'm 50-50 on the moon. I don't know about the moon at all.
I'm not saying the moon's a good person. Why is it only out at night?
Well, the thing is, it's not. That's one of the things about the moon.
Yeah, that's weird, actually.
The moon kicks around in the daylight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Odd.
I think the moon fights...
You won't see the sun doing that.
No. I think the moon fights with his wife. And that's why sometimes he's around during the day. Because he doesn't want to go home.
This moon man just does not want to go back to Saturn. There's just no atmosphere in my home. Make any sense?
We're staying together for the meteorites.
Those comets, they go up so fast.
Stupid.
I meant to say rockets. You get the idea.
It doesn't matter.
Well, good for them. Yeah, speaking of which, the Irish Meteorological Office.
Meteorological.
The Irish Meteorological Office.
That's not how you say it either. But it was better than the metric logic.
The Metric Logic Office. Met Éireann, it's called. Anyway, there was a massive dump down of snow in Ireland, which was not predicted by the Met Office,
right.
Met Éireann. And needless to say, everybody in Ireland woke up with all their travel and family plans snafu'd.
Yeah.
People were quite angry that it hadn't been in the weather forecast. The spokesman from the weather forecast went, well, actually, snow is very hard to predict.
No.
And I quote, bear in mind, the Met Office, their job is to predict the weather, went, well, if we had a crystal ball.
That's not what you use to predict the weather with.
No.
Yeah, if you had a better machine, or something, then maybe you could, But you've just shown that you don't even know the word. You don't even know the machine that you need to predict that.
You need a satellite that's pointing in the right direction, fella.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You don't need a crystal ball. Well, if we had some spells and incantations.
Yeah.
If it was still legal to tear the entrails out of a goat and, examine them for hexes, then possibly we could have told you what the weather was going to be like.
Or if you had a Canadian's face. I can tell you if it's going to snow from my face. If I go out, I know what temperature it is, and I go, yep, it's going to snow.
Yeah, and that's kind of illegal. You're not allowed to actually...
I would love to be the Irish weather system. Just be fetched out of the pub every winter. Go get the face.
It's, you know what? He is pinpoint accurate, sober or drunk. And he's always drunk.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be like the gopher.
Yeah.
What's that? The thing, isn't it, in Groundhog Day?
Oh, the groundhog.
Yeah. But it's the real one that it's based on.
Puxatawny Phil.
Puxatawny Phil. You could be Ireland's Puxatawny Phil. Get the Glen wool.
Yeah. Every night at 7. Okay, open the door. I'm gonna go stick my face outside.
People were waking you up.
Yeah, get him away from the pub. It's too warm in there. He can't do his thing.
He can't sense it when he's inside. He can't sense it.
They gotta lure me out of the pub. But the little bit of bar nuts. Hey, you hungry? Am I?
Get the tato. Get the good tato.
Yeah.
You mean King Crisps? Exactly. The elite tato.
Yeah.
Get him out.
Lure him into this.
We're going to need the Glen Wall to find out. Look at his eyes are pointing in the same direction. Now that means precipitation. And if they point upwards, that's snow. Sleet, down. Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, it was quite. I was not expecting a semi-state body to come out with such a ludicrous excuse.
No, and it's not like it's not like they have a lot of things that they have to, like, they've got one thing.
This is their thing, yeah.
Yeah.
This is yeah.
To very quickly go to, well, what do you expect? Like, yeah.
What do you expect? What do we crystal ball? What do you learn?
Yeah.
Who knows? Could be anything. Could have been anything.
Yeah, and then they would just have to filibust with things like that until everybody lost interest.
Or till it melts.
Yeah. Janet, get out there and keep talking till the snow melts.
Yeah. Siobhan, we need you to put in a 78-hour shift. Talk about your feelings. Talk, for the love of God. We need you to do 24 hours on your menopause. Non-stop, looking right down the camera. Rivers are bursting their banks. We need to know about your bras and how much the underwire cuts in.
Yeah. Hour 73. She's just got green eggs and ham out there. Sam, I am.
Well, you know what they should do? They should take a leaf out of the book of the next gentleman I wish to discuss. God,
Okay.
It's almost an avalanche of Eejits. There's a man called Jim. I think it's short for James, but I don't really know. He's a retired 74-year-old man who went on holidays to Spain, realised that on continental time they got more light in the evenings, and he came back to England, and he is now refusing, and I quote, to live by government time. So he set all his clocks an hour earlier, and he is living an hour earlier, right? And he's called this new time zone that he's convinced all his fellow pensioners, because he's 74, his mates to all join him, and it's called Warp. Winter adjusted for retired people. Right? It sounds like simply the most Brexit thing that has ever happened. I won't stand for it. We're going to live by a different time now. We're going to get a government, the overmighty government. But the thing is, what it all adds up to is him and his mates living by French time.
Well, this is what I'm thinking, is like he keeps trying to go back to Spain, but he keeps missing his flight.
Where is it? I'm sorry, sir. It departed exactly an hour ago. Yeah. Well, so that doesn't make any sense. How am I late? I got up an hour earlier. So great. Yeah, but there's the thing. I don't understand. Like, if you're already retired, by that nature, your time is your own. I mean, it's fleeting, Jim, but it's all yours, buddy boy. You can get up at any time you want. Right? You don't have to cock a snook.
Like people thinking that it's 4 o'clock when it's not. It's not 4 o'clock.
That's right. It's clearly 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I listen
Or
to my
5 o'clock.
I listen to my face when my face knows.
We've got another issue. We need to bring the Glen wool out.
Yeah, it's 3:30. It's 3:30.
I can smell snowplow.
That's a separate issue.
Separate issue. If I can smell diesel and the white stuff's getting turned over. Hey, snowplow man. Well, there you go. All right. Well, then.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the very best.
All three of you. You
Oh,
really
yes.
really showed a lack of understanding about what.
Does space exist?
Yeah.
Can weather be predicted? Is time owned by the government? We don't know. All we know is you're all absolute gems.
And now, from the advent of the internet, you can all lump together and vote for the same idiot.
Vote for me! I'll get that moon bastard.
I like him. I like him. This makes some good points.
You better get out of here, you moon son of a bitch. I know how you got those craters, you smart mouth. I'm not the first guy to get sick of your crescent shape.
I agree with your wife, Moon.
I agree with your wife, comma, Moon. That was an actual sentence.
Yeah.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Well, are you ready for another story?
Sure.
Mary Poppins.
Oh, lovely movie for the children. Great. You sit on down and enjoy some of that family-friendly fun.
Well, that's where you're wrong. Because Mary Poppins has been recategorized in the UK. It used to be what you just said. That would be a U categorization.
Well, they put the sex scenes back in.
Everybody likes to be pegged by Mary.
It's usually done with a gerbil, but we're doing it with penguins. Come on, you little cartoon sluts.
Who takes a sweep and sticks it up her asses? Oh, Mary! And no. It used to be a U, which in the UK means universal. Anybody. This is enjoyment for all.
Sure.
And it's been recategorized one up, which is PG, parental guidance. So there's now, Mary Poppins is now considered only truly permissible, acceptable, whatever the right word I'm trying to find, for 8+.
Wow. At around the time that they're probably getting away from Mary Poppins.
Increasingly not interested in Mary Poppins. Too busy on their old phones looking at beheadings on TikTok. I'm sorry, I'd love to put your charming musical of an Edwardian England, but right now I'm looking something horrific, a horrific accident somewhere.
Yeah, like, when are you just leaving the kids in the house? Like, oh, they were 5, they were fine. We put Mary Poppins on, took off.
Yeah, you mean before there was parental guidance. Yeah, my 4-year-olds just like to nip off to the cinema.
I give him 10 quid, put him on the bus, told him to be home before the sun.
Got to the end of the gate. I was like, where are you going? Flipped me the bird and said, it's universal. Not anymore, fella. Not anymore. Yeah, so what happened, what it is the very words where it turns out there is discriminatory language in the movie. I was like, what? You know, I've seen Mary Poppins a million times, and I was thinking, my mind was racing, thinking, what did Mary say? You know, spit spot, come on, you little fat bastards. what was it? You know, and it was discrimination against a social grouping. And I'm like...
Yeah, what was she popping in?
Have the Cockneys finally risen up? Is the Cockneys finally... We've had enough of that terrible Dick Van Dyke impression.
Well, I would go with them. Like, I'd back them.
It is truly terrible. Mostly because Dick doesn't say cunt once.
He might. That might be what he was trying to say.
Oh, Mary, what a lovely day was Mary. Get away from those moody cats. No, it wasn't that. It was the use of a very anachronistic term for the indigenous peoples of southern Africa. The indigenous peoples of southern Africa, before there was white migration, the Dutch, the British famously, into South Africa, the majority of the black population themselves, a couple of hundred years prior, had migrated in the great Bantu migrations to southern Africa.
I know.
But prior to that, again, the indigenous people who are still there, who are now called either the Khoi Khoi or the San, some of the world's oldest rock art is from these people. Yeah, I don't think it was that kind of... I don't think they were just carving Gene Simmons, the AC/DC logo, into a sandstone cave in the Kalahari.
The first representation of the Rolling Stone tongue.
All the famous logos.
Yes, Eddie from Iron Maiden was
carved by the Khoi Khoi over 40,000 years ago. That's how long people have been in southern Africa. Anyway, yes. So and then I remembered. Oh yeah. So there's in the movie, if you remember Mary Poppins, the character isn't Mary, and it's not Dick Van Dyke's character. It's most certainly not the children, and they're the four main characters and the ones everybody loves.
Yeah.
Right. It was in fact the demented neighbour. Right.
Oh.
Uses Hottentot is the term. Hey, listen, when somebody says they don't like being called something, I tend to not call them it. So, fair enough. That'll be the last time I'll be saying the word out loud. But nevertheless, in the movie, the character that uses the term, and uses it twice, he is a retired admiral. It's Admiral Bloom. And he's so demented that he thinks his house is a ship. Right, so it's not like... You know what I mean? It's not like it's been put in a context where you may support using the term.
Right.
Right? It's what it's really saying is, you know, ethnic prejudice of all kinds is clearly mentally ill.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
It's not like Mary just sits down and she's feeding the birds and then looks to the camera and just really lets the Japanese have it. Right? You know what I mean? That's not in the movie. She's just feeding the ducks and singing.
Bloody sticks, you sneak attackers.
Just Mary muttering, just feeding the cartoon ducks and just muttering stuff about Pearl Harbor. You know?
Why don't you go have a dance with Hitler, you little Hitler dancers?
This is odd.
Your little buddy, isn't he?
Somebody decided to get into a defense pact with the wrong type. We know what you did in Nanking. Yeah. No, it's none of that. It's not Mary. It's not Mary flying around the room just muttering words to herself.
Pissing on Japanese restaurants from above. Yes, how do you like it? Weren't expecting that, huh? No, I didn't announce myself, did I?
Nobody saw that coming. I came out from the sun. just pissing on a bento chef. Dude's trying to do his stuff.
Yeah, the steam's like, what's going on?
It's Mary. Mary's back. Here it is. Spit spot, boys. I'm back. Well, just slowly coming down to land in modern Tokyo, and Mary just going, well, if it isn't Tojo's running dog. I'm sorry, what? Yes, you heard me. Oh, yes. Well, should we all go to the Yamaguchi shrine, shall we? Should we all go see the Category A war criminals? I'm sorry, Mary. Yes, you will be sorry.
Yes. Oh, you're sorry now. Well, you haven't apologized officially, have you? And that's what the point of the movie is. And then the credits roll.
La da 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 la da. Just people getting up, leaving. Going, God, Mary's very pro-Korean.
I'm glad somebody's at it. What a fantastic day at the cinema. I see nothing wrong with letting the children watch that on their own. There's nothing they wouldn't see me say at the dinner table.
They need to know that the war crimes of the Second World War Japan have been called out cinematically 35 years before they happened. 25 years. Well, there
the
you
three
go.
kamikaze pilots I was sitting beside didn't enjoy it, but you know.
But there you go, boys.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
So ridiculous. But all those movies of that era, was Watership Down big in Canada?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember if I've heard about it here, but I remember there's something very violent happened to a rabbit in it.
That's right.
Not? Yeah.
Yes. It's about rabbits.
I read it when I was a kid. Yeah.
And then there was I think myxomatosis, this poison that they put into rat populations in the 60s to try and kill them off. It's kind of about that. And
do you know where that came from?
Myxomatosis?
Yeah.
No.
It was designed in a lab in Japan. That's right, Mary.
You're right all along, Mary.
Yeah, the Japanese did that.
Wow. Okay. In Watership Down has been reclassified. It's been reclassified as well. Or no, sorry. Watership Down would be reclassified if they put it up for another release. That's how, right? Because in it, right, and I haven't watched Watership Down since I was a kid, but it was traumatic. Every British and Irish kid watched it when we, because it was an animation movie about rabbits, and then your parents would just leave you to watch this one where there's rabbits dying, and there's basically one of the rabbits is like a sort of a dictator, and more importantly, none of that, and it's bright eyes burning like fire. It's a really sad song in it, like but none of that is the reason why it would get reclassified. The reason it would get reclassified now is because in the movie a seagull tells them to piss off. Genuinely true. I was like, what? Again, you're just going, I don't remember the racism in My Fair Lady. And I was thinking, what? When does an animal? And then I had to go back and see the clip, and there's a seagull just goes, piss off. And then you go, how do they, when they made it, like, how did they?
We don't want a movie that represents seagulls as being mean. Like, like if there's anything that you could take from that, is like, yeah, that's kind of what those birds are like, and don't bug them. It's not giving a misrepresentation of seagulls.
No, not at all. Like, no, that's them. Yeah. Very accurate depiction. Anybody who will steal a chip quicker than a girlfriend on a date. They will. They always will.
Seagulls are dicks. I'm not, hey, I'm not going to do anything weird to them, but I don't like them.
So glad that you put that disclaimer in there. Creepy disclaimer. Hey, I'm not going to do anything to them.
No, you can't prove it. Yeah. Nobody saw that thing I didn't do to all those seagulls. So, come get me, seagull police.
I, for one, am completely stepping away from this. I have no desire to stoke some beef with the seagull police.
No.
Show me your badge!
I would absolutely hate to have a feud with seagulls because I do like going to the beach a lot. Like, it'd just be like, no, I can't come to the beach with you. Why? Seagulls really don't like me.
I can't go to the beach all year round, and I can't go to a freshly ploughed field in the bad weather. A lot of things I can't do anymore.
Really weird life. I can't go to Utah. They got a big seagull thing.
Who do?
Mormons.
What about him?
Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It's one of their big. Yeah.
One of their big what?
It's a book. It's a kid's book, and then the Mormons really like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they ate a bunch of seagulls. They prayed, and the seagulls ate a bunch of locusts that were coming, and now it's. I may be creating a lot of that in my head right now. By the way.
Either that, or you may be the second prophet of the church.
Yeah,
this is some serious. We might have.
Is it the Mormons or is it? There's something in there.
There's something.
Yeah.
Good. There's something. Good.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and legally vague, Mr. Dan. There's something. But let me. But I was then thinking about all the great 1960s family movies.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I came across one, which when you told me about this, because I just happened to have watched My Fair Lady the other day.
Oh, great movie.
It is, but how that's not offensive. like if you can't say Hottentot, the amount of stuff that they say about the working class in that, it's just it's unbelievable.
Henry Higgins is one of the most hilariously bad people in the whole history of cinema.
Yeah, he's this close to phrenology in a lot of it. Like, and a lot of the measuring devices, you're like, that's cranial. That's not, Yeah.
God, Rex Harrison. Yeah, I have to say, there's an awful lot. We do live in a world of, you can't say that anymore. And you can say what you want to. He's putting most people act in good faith, and see and understand context. But I really struggle to imagine that you make a movie today that one of the main songs in it is, why can't a woman be more like a man?
There's so much in it that you're like, hold on, because I put it on and I thought my kids would enjoy it, and not at all. And they looked at me because I started getting into it. I might as well have been watching a black and white silent movie. They were like, why would anybody watch something this old? Oh, fetch me my piano player. I'm gonna watch.
Oh, Audrey Hepburn though. Wow,
good looking lass, but and again, not like. You talk about Dick Van Dyke's accent. Oh my God. Audrey Hepburn was so posh, she couldn't even do a working class accent. And, most of the acting school people now, they're all just really posh, pretending to, there's a lot of working class people portrayed in films, and it's always very posh people that are doing it. But Audrey Hepburn just could not.
Oh, Oh, Henry Higgins. Oh, stop it, Audrey.
Yeah, even
She's-
like her squeals of like that were supposed to be embarrassing, she couldn't make them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was still like, she's still really sexy when she does that.
Magnificent. She's a princess. Did you know she grew up in a house that was fit for a Kaiser?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Oh yeah, yeah. She didn't have a good war.
Pardon?
She didn't have a good war.
What do you mean?
She struggled during the war. They were in Amsterdam, or they were in Belgium or Holland.
Something like that. They were in Holland because the Kaiser, after the First World War, was exiled to the Netherlands, and he lived out the rest of her life in her house.
Oh, right.
No, it was literally in her mum's house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they were there. They just
Yeah.
had the Kaiser and Holly Golightly having dinner.
I don't know. It was just weird. This weird fact of that's where he lived out the rest of his life was in Audrey Hepburn's mum's house.
Because I know her dad he got into British fascism, and he was like, he was sort of one of those
British fascism. We guarantee that the trains won't run on time. Other fascisms are out there burning people out. We're throwing leaves on the line.
Yeah, the trains really let the British fascists down. They just couldn't get it together. And
It's a promise we can't keep, boys. Sorry. We cannot make the trains run on time. All sorts of evil. Yeah, we can do evil.
yeah.
But as trains run on time, I mean, it's a stretch, isn't it?
The chanting, just go to any football match. We can do it. We've got some lovely chants and some hand symbols. We can clap at the same time and go like, we got it all.
But the trains, mate, it's a you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's everybody's got something. It's us, it's the trains. We can't get around it.
Oh, Henry Higgins.
Yeah. What if we made the coaches replace the trains on time?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the very best. It can't be an easy game, being a cinematic censor.
I think they must go nuts. Because they must have to see everything. And,
Every movie. And there's only 5 good ones. And Spartacus was a long time ago. We've been churning out a lot of crap since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine having to see everything from the Marvel Universe. All of it.
Yeah.
This time the Hulk.
Slowly watching society infantilize itself through the medium of you guys are really getting dumber.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, we wish you all the very best. Cinema censors. Regulators. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Regulators, right.
Well, thank you so much, Eejits of the world.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure to share this hour with your stunning and at times stellar social errors.
Yeah. You did really good, world. You really brought it this week.
Thank you. Thanks, Eejits.
Thanks, world.
Thanks, world of Eejits.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
And leave a comment. Apparently, please leave comments under our YouTube clips. Please leave comments under our TikTok clips.
Share them. Show them
Share
to
them.
your friends.
Share them with your friends.
Buy them for your wife for your 30th wedding anniversary.
It's been a Pod People production.
Pod People production.
Pod People production.
Pod people.